Yeah, come. All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this country that they call Great America or Babylon the Great. All right. Give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Wakakodash. That's the Most High, the name of the Son. Okay, to give us the power, the Spirit. Okay, the Wakakodash, which means the Holy Spirit, to come out here and teach this word with boldness. All right, because when you have the Spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, it emboldens you. Okay, because these are not our words. Okay, give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you brothers that's teaching this word in truth and sincerity. All right, so we come out here and we prophesy, man. That's the job of the prophets. All right, the prophets prophesy, and the Lord makes the word come to pass. All right, start with Isaiah 42 and 9. Let's start with that. Because the Apostle Tahar put up a video about the microchip, man. Pretty soon, they're going to make it mandatory for the average citizen to take a microchip in their right hand, okay, or in their forehead, all right? And it's going to be, it's going to have something to do with medical, like medical registry, dealing with the medical system, okay, dealing with your finances, all right? And these things are coming to pass, like the Lord said, man. All right, so
it's Isaiah 42, verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare before thee, before they bring forth. I tell you.
Yeah, so the former things, they've come to pass, all right? In the scriptures, we have the time of Moses, when the Lord set Moses up to deliver the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, okay? We have when the Lord prophesied against the nation of Israel that different nations like the Babylonians would come in and overtake them, all right? Those are part of the things where the former things have come to pass. And they were spoken by the Lord's servants, the prophets, man. All right? But before new things pop up, the Lord tells us of these things, man. A new thing is the RFID microchip, man. Somebody get Revelation 13 and 16,
Revelation 13, verse 16. And he caused them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Yeah, and we're seeing signs of this thing being implemented, okay, over there in Sweden. Sweden is a cashless society, man. Sweden is a prototype for what's about to come to the planet Earth, man. All right, you can barely find cash over there, man. All right, everybody is expected to get a microchip or be part of that cashless society, man. Okay, because right now they're pushing it like it costs a lot of money to produce paper currency, man. All right, and it's more efficient for you to have a cashless society, man, for these banks. All right, it gives more control to these average corporations, these banks, man. Okay.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Can you read that back again?
Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
So the system is being set up that you're not going to be able to do any type of transaction, any type of commerce, unless you have a microchip, man. Okay? Unless you fall in line with the beast, which the beast goes into NATO, it goes into the European Union, those different conglomerates of power, man. Okay? And it's an actual computer system over there in Brussels, Belgium, that's called the beast, man. Because you're going to need some type of processing system to process all the transactions within that system, man. Okay? And it's being set up right before your eyes, and you don't see it, man. Because you don't have the counsel of the Heavenly Father, man. It's going to come a time where they make it mandatory that if you're going to participate in any commerce, okay, in any dealings with the government, whether it be your social security number, whether it be you getting a driver's license, whether it be you conducting business or owning a business, or going into into a state building or a federal building, you're gonna have to take a microchip, man. All right. And if you take a microchip, there's gonna be judgment for that, man. All right. But a lot of people, before they implement it, they're gonna segment the population, man. All right. You're gonna have people like the immigrants, Okay? They're going to be enticed to take a microchip, man, because they want to pass the citizenship. All right? That's why your government's not passing the legislation that you want passed, because there's an agenda behind it, man. All right? Okay, we're not thinking of the safety of the microchip. I think it's the second. Yup.
God, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. And it reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
See, when you have the understanding of the Holy Bible, you become not ignorant to Satan's devices. See, the masses of people, they're ignorant to Satan's devices. How Satan is going to implement his microchip, man. He's going to implement his microchip through basically putting these people in distress, man. All right, that's why a lot of people can't pay their bills. Okay, a lot of people are basically destitute, mentally ill. Okay, because Esau, Edom, the elite of the elite, so-called white man, he operates under order at chaos, which means it means order out of chaos, man. He thrives by creating chaos, man. And then the people not knowing, the people being ignorant, they fall for any type of thing that's pushed before them, man. All right? That's why you're going to have an economic collapse, a dollar crisis, okay? And the people going to want to take, they're going to be enticed to take the microchip, man. All right? But right now, this microchip is being pushed in segments of the population. Like I said, they're going to entice the illegal immigrants to take the microchip. Then it'll be the police force, the army, their families, okay? Then it's going to be foster children, okay? People that have foster children, different people that deal with the state, okay? And so on and so forth. People that have jobs, like you have a company in Wisconsin called One Square Market or something like that. It's a company in Wisconsin where all of their purchases, all of their lunchtime purchases are done by a microchip, an implantable microchip, man. Okay? And you people want convenience, all right? Because that's what the society is pushing, convenience. So the convenience that you want is going to be to your own detriment, man. Okay? Because you want to open up your door, all right, without using the key. You want to start your car without a key. All right? Take the microchip, man. But if you take that microchip, you're going to be put to death when America's destroyed in thermonuclear destruction. Oh, another thing what they're going to do is by the threat of nuclear war, they're going to get a lot of people to take the microchip, man. They're going to say, look, we don't want this war to keep going, because there is going to be a third world war, man. All right? There is going to be a third world war, but they're going to be like, we don't, the people, we don't want the Russians to shoot missiles. They're basically going to use the microchip and the threat of people not taking the microchip to basically, deal with the third world war, man. I can't word it, man.
This is St. John 8:32. It says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Yeah, see, when you know the truth of things, the truth is going to set you free. All right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you don't know the truth, man. Okay? You don't know the Lord. You go to church, okay, and you follow after these pastors. These pastors are not giving you the counsel of the Lord, man. Okay? Let us get Jeremiah 5:15, somebody of these pastors. Okay? Because the Lord, the masses of people, they don't have the counsel of the Lord. The counsel of the Lord has always been with the Lord's servants, the prophets. All right? And what the Lord's servants, the prophets, would do is they'd be inspired by the Spirit of the Lord, okay, and compelled to go before the nation of Israel and prophesy to them. Okay, and a lot of them was killed because the masses of Israel didn't like what they were saying, man. Just like the masses of Israel don't like what we're saying, man. We catch more slack from our own people, man. All right? Than the so-called, than the devil, man. The so-called white man. We catch more slack from our people, man. All right?
This is Jeremiah 3. This is Jeremiah 3, verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to my heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. And it shall come to pass when ye be multiplied and increase in the land, in those days, saith the Lord, they shall say no more, the ark of the covenant of Lord, neither shall it come to mind, neither shall they remember it.
Yeah, the Lord said he's going to give us pastors according to his own heart, man. According to his own mind. Okay, and they shall feed him. All right? And the Lord have set certain men up to teach this word and to prophesy, man. All right? That's why we're telling people that, look, there's going to be a change of the system, man. Okay? This system is going to change, and it's going to be to the detriment of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right? You're not wanted in this new world order, man, unless you comply, man. And if you comply, you ultimately going to die, man. All right?
This is Jeremiah. This is John 3, verse 34. For he whom the Most High have sent speaketh the words of God. For God giveth not the Spirit by measure unto him. But basically, I brought that up because the words that we speak is of the power. It's not of ourselves. Because the scriptures say the mind is deceitful above all things. Who can know it? So that's why it's good. Every day you gotta go back to the scriptures. Go back to the scriptures. You know?
Yeah, to line back off what the brother said, but it's our own people that condemns us. It's exactly what you just said. You know, this is not our words. This is of Yahweh Shah. This is St. Matthew 13 and 57. It says, and they were offended in him, but Yahweh Shah said unto them, a prophet is not without honor, save in his own country and his own house. You see, so the same thing happened to Yahweh Shah, man. In his own country, in his own house, when those were the ones that didn't believe it, man. It's the same thing happening now.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. And the jakes that didn't listen to him, that didn't believe him, at a appointed time, they got jacked up, man. 70 AD, man. Because the Lord warned them. He said, when you shall see a multitude come past in Jerusalem, flee to the mountains, man. Don't stay. A lot of them stayed, not taking heed, man. And it's the same thing in these times, man. A lot of our people, they just walk up. They don't want to hear the words of the Lord for whatever reason, man. Are they enticed with the cares of this world? And the scriptures say that the prudent seeth the evil and hideth himself, with the simple pass on and the punished. There's going to be a lot of punishments dished out in the last days of America, man. Okay? Before America is hit by nuclear missiles, there's going to be a lot of punishment that's going to go out, man. And the ultimate punishment is going to go out, come by fire, man. All right?
Proverbs 14, verse 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going.
Yeah, the simple believeth every word, man. Our people, man, everything that they see on television, man, they follow after, man. They take it to be, they take it for face value, man. A lot of them don't research, man. And if they do research, they don't have the spirit of the Heavenly Father to discern what they research, man. All right?
A man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool angereth and is conflicted.
You read that again. Okay.
A man feareth and departeth from evil.
Yeah, because the beginning of the fear of the Lord is to depart from evil, man. All right? We're out here through the spirit of the power of Yahweh Shah, but at first it started with the fear of the Lord, man. All right, because we heard what's about to come, man. And what's about to come to the society is not going to be good, man. Okay? What's get ready to come to America, to the streets of America, it's riots all over the place, man.
Yeah.
There's riots in Haiti, there's riots in Chile, there's riots in Spain, in France, in London, in Lebanon, man. How much more so when they come to America, man? And you people are already mentally ill anyway, man. When they take these phones away from you and this technology, the internet and all of that stuff, people gonna flip out, man. Go 2 days without eating, these people are gonna flip out, man. All right? With the fear of the Lord, started with hearing these words, man. All right?
A wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool rageth and is conflicted.
Yeah, the fool rages and is conflicted, man. All right? There's a lot of fools in the midst of us, man.
Because they wanna go with what their spirit is telling them.
Yeah, have the flesh. Yep.
That's why they got it. That's why the Lord's going to have to punish them because they didn't want to hear the words of the Lord. So now, hey, you want to do your own thing? All right. So bet the Lord said He's a man of war. You know, He's not going to be there and be like some punk and not do what it, you know, and not offend him, like defend himself. He's going to take judgment upon you because you didn't want to listen. You know, a man of war. When you're in war, you know, it's either you being submissive or you're gonna want to fight. And that's the thing. Man of the Lord is being submissive to the Lord, but yet these wicked people, they want to try to fight against the Lord. So that's why they got to be put to death.
Yeah, you know, coming out here, you know, we find that people have the spirit, they hate the Lord, man. You know how we know? It's because when the Lord's word goes out, they don't want to hear it, man. You know, and then they turn on us. Okay, we should, you know, we're the servants of the Heavenly Father. We're just the messenger, man. You know, and it's going to be made manifest as the time of trouble come on, the time of Jacob's trouble, man. You know.
Yeah. This is 2 Timothy 3:1. It says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come."
Yeah, the word perilous means dangerous, man. Okay.
God, verse 2. It says, "For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to their parents, unthankful, unholy."
Yeah, people have become lovers of their own self, fulfilling the prophecy, man. And we see it, man. All right, unthankworthy. Okay, everything that's described in that precept, people have become, man. All right, and basically it turns their ear from hearing the words of the Lord, man. That's why they're not going to understand the destruction, the pending danger that they're in until they're actually in it, man. All right? And it's going to come too, man. All right? And then when it comes, you ain't going to have nobody to cry to, man. All right? Especially our people. When this society collapses and people start losing jobs, all right, when you start seeing people walking out of big office buildings, all right, with boxes, okay? 20 years worth of employment in that one box coming out of these different corporations, you're going to know, man, that this is that time we were speaking of, man. Because you're going to have mass unemployment coming to the society, man. All right? So all the people that love themselves, what are they going to do then, man? All right? That put their job, that put their life before the fear of the Heavenly Father, what are they going to do then, man? What are you going to have to run to as your refuge, man? So we're out here looking for the seers, man, the visionaries, man. All right, that can see, that can read the scriptures and see what's about to happen before it happens, man. That have the spirit of discernment to see, man. Man, and basically that consists of the elect, man. All right?
Ezekiel 33, verse 33. "And when this cometh to pass, and lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them."
Yeah, you're going to know a prophet has been amongst you when these things take hold upon you, man. Like masses of people losing their jobs, okay? You're going to have an influx of suicide. When your son or your daughter gets shipped off to the Middle East to fight in the Third World War against the Iranians, against the Russians, against all of these other, against the Chinese, you're going to know that a prophet has been amongst you, man. When the market chip is implemented, when you can no longer go to a hotel and use cash, you got to use a market chip, man. That's when you're going to know that a prophet has been amongst you, man.
Yep. Hosea 5:5, "And the pride of Israel doth testify to his face. Therefore shall Israel and Ephraim fall in their iniquity. Judah also shall fall with them."
Yeah, our people, they're going to fall in their iniquity, man. They're going to commit wickedness. All right, they're going to be homosexuals. Okay, they're going to be adulteresses. All right, they're going to be vile beasts, man. Okay, until the Lord judges them, man. All right, and that iniquity, okay, is going to testify against them, man, in that day, man. All right, the Lord is just giving you free reign. Well, it's not really free reign, but the Lord is giving you grace to do all your wickedness. And He's calmed down until He laid a hammer down on our people, man. And guess what? He's going to use the rod, which the rod is Esau, Edom. Give me Isaiah the 10th chapter, man. He's going to use our elder brother to lay the rod down on his people, man. On 2/3, man. On the rebellious children, man. All right.
got something real fast. This is Ecclesiasticus 2, verse 14. Woe unto you that have lost patience, and what will you do when the Lord shall visit you?
You had men that were doing this work and they stopped doing this because they lost their patience, man. That's why it's important to pray to Yahweh that the Lord keep you in his patience. All right, that the Lord keep you, because the scriptures in Revelation, the 3rd chapter say, because ye have kept my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. With the men that don't keep the patience of the Lord, what are they going to do when the Lord, you know what I'm saying, when the Lord come back, man? Can they cop a plea to the Lord? You can't do that, man. Because you took your hand off the plow, man.
Luke 9:62. It says, and Yahushua said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looketh black is fit for the kingdom of the Most High.
And that's self-explanatory. That's red letter. Yahushua said that. No man that put his hand to the plow, meaning you took your hand up to do this work, okay, and you look back, you took your hand off the plow, he's not worthy to walk into the kingdom of the Heavenly Father, man. All right? He's no longer worthy to run into this race. All right? Which this race is it's a marathon, man. Okay? It's not a sprint.
This is Luke 14:28. It says, for which of you intended to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Lest happily he laid the foundation and is not able to finish it.
Yeah, when you take on his word, when you decide that, and that's for the brothers on the comment board that's not out doing the work, what you should be getting the spirit to come out and do the work, you know. But you know, it's all of the Heavenly Father. But you know, before you do that, before you come out here and put the garment on, as soon as you put the garment on, you make a contract to the Heavenly Father, man. All right, it's like taking a vow. You gotta count the cost, man. You gotta consider your life, your current life, okay? And you gotta look at it like, yo, I can lose all of this, man. Okay? You got a wife, you got children, okay? You can lose that. You got a good job, you can lose that, man. You gotta count the cost, man, because trust me, you're gonna be tried, man. There's gonna be waves of things that's gonna happen to you in your life. That's gonna be your test, man. So you gotta count the cost, man. All right? This thing is not a thing for us to come out here week in and week out and be seen of men. All right? This is us being tried through the Heavenly Father. The Lord is going to put us through the trial, man. Okay? The Lord is going to test our faith, man.
This is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus 21 and verse 1. My son, this is Sirach chapter 2 and 1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright.
Yeah, that's right there, you know. That goes into counting the cost. That's your clear warning right there. When you come to serve the Lord, when you finally get from behind the computer screen and come out and do the work, prepare your soul for temptation, man. And then it's going to heighten up once you actually come amongst the break. You know, because you got to understand this is a spiritual fight. Get to see Ephesians 6. You know, this is a spiritual fight, man. It's a spiritual war. You know, so we spiritual, so we're gonna have demons trying to get us out of this truth. So once you're amongst your brethren, that's when you got your strong defense. But as soon as you're alone, man, them demons gonna come on you, man. Yeah, them demons gonna attack you. They're gonna do everything in their power. They're gonna remind you that you ain't shit. You know, they're gonna remind you of everything that you did wrong. You know, you're gonna have to gird up your loins, man. Start at 6 and 10.
Ephesians 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord.
That's strong, bro.
Ephesians 6 and 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might.
Right. That's why he said, finally, brethren, be strong in the Lord, man. He's telling you that it's going to be a fight, man. This is going into counting the cost. Understanding the fight that's going on before us, man. But we all fighting right now. You know, not only on the physical, but mainly spiritual, man. Within your own mind. Hey, bro,
the biggest battle is yourself, man.
Yeah.
You know, you're fighting yourself, man. You're fighting your own, you know, it's a war within your head, man. All right? And you trying to contend until the end. Until that Lord give you that heart, man, that you're not going to go off. You're not going to have those thoughts, man, that plague you, man. Because we all dealing with the plague of our thoughts, but we combat it with the scriptures, of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know? And prayer, man. We gotta pray, man. Yup.
Verse 11, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Yeah, the wiles of the devil. Them evil spirits. You know, Esau doing his witchcraft. That's why the scriptures talk about knowledge and wisdom should be thy stability in thy time. It's not just talking about the end. It's talking about through the whole entire the walk of your life, man. You know, when you go to bed, demons messing with you. You know, you need the scriptures. You need the knowledge of the Lord.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yeah, you got Esau, Edom, and his witches. All right, they pray day and night that this council can fall, man.
Yep.
The council of the Heavenly Father can fall, man. They pray to their God. They pray to Satan, man.
Yeah.
That the council of the Heavenly Father won't stand, and they'll be able to rule forever, man. So that's what we up to.
With that understanding, all of this is, as the scriptures say, the things that was written aforetime was written for our learning. You know, these are our warnings, man. This is helping you count the cost and knowing what you're about to get into when you come to this truth. Go back to Sirach. I got that Julie over there.
You read Shabbat, bring that up. Sirach, chapter 2 and 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Right, it says constantly endure. That word endure means to make hard. Meaning that this not going to be an easy road, man. You preparing yourself for war. That's why, what Ephesians 6:11 say?
Put on the whole armor.
Yeah, that's why you got to put on the whole armor. What you doing? You're preparing for war, man. You know?
Yeah, this truth is like you're a running back, and everybody trying to tackle you because you got the ball. You know, so that's why you got that ball. You gotta have that stability. You know, as you taking those tackles and whatnot. The Lord's gonna keep you strong. He's gonna keep you stiff to stand and fight for His name. You know, but you gotta stay. It's like constantly endure. You know, be strong, man. Stop being so goddamn weak, man.
Yeah. Well, the scriptures say, remember this and show yourselves men, man.
Yeah.
One of the best things about coming into the truth is we've got our manhood back, man.
Yes, sir.
Right.
You know? In a society where you got Pharrell wearing crazy shit, okay? The men of the Lord is going to be the last hope for manliness, for masculinity, man. All right? And it's through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And the Lord is a man of war, man. Okay? You got that. You want to keep on reading Ephesians?
Yeah.
Ephesians 6,
What was it? 10 or 11?
He was at 11.
verse 11. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
And you're putting on the whole armor because you're a spiritual warrior, man. All right? And you got to endure until the end, man. Until the very end, until Yahushua lift up his men, his elect, or until you're beheaded, all right, for not taking the microchip, you know, until death or deliverance, man. When you put this garment on, it means until death or deliverance, man. You got to be in this word until death or deliverance, man. Which one or the other, man. You know?
Right. Remember what it says, be strong. You're going to have your times where you're going to be messed up, man. That's why the scriptures say that righteous man falls 7 times and get it back up. You know, you got to be strong, man. You know? You're not, hey, brothers going to go off sometimes, man. You're going to lose some of your battles. But you got to be strong and stay firm in the truth, man.
Well,
you know?
Look at King David, man. That's why the scriptures talk about the sure mercies of David, man. All right? I'm not saying go out and commit adultery and see if you get the mercies of David, man. But the mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is good, man. Okay? The Lord is a merciful power, man. But at the same time, you walk with fear, man, and trembling before the Lord, man.
Yeah. As the scripture says in Sirach, it says, as his majesty is, so is his mercy. You know?
This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and 1. Thou therefore, my son, be strong in the grace that is in Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, and the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also.
See, now it's another reminder of being strong, and that's unto faithful men. You know, hey, when you seek a so-called relationship in this world with a woman, you want her to be what? Faithful to you. You know, so we ought to be faithful to our man, to our Lord. You know, and go not aside. That's why you're constantly reminded to be what? You got to be strong.
Yeah. This is 2 Timothy 2:3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach.
As a good soldier, you got to endure hardness, man. That's what the scripture in Sirach said, constantly endure. You know, that's that constant reminder of counting the cost, man. You got to pay yourself more, man. Hey, you got to say, the hell with your life, man. You know, that's where that goes into Romans 12:1. You know, matter of fact, get that, bro. Romans 12:1.
This is verse 4. It says, no man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier.
Yeah, your mindset has to be to get the mission done, man. You can't be thinking about going home in the middle of the war, man. You know?
Romans 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service.
Yeah, it's our reasonable service to be a sacrifice, man. Just like Yahushua, you know? Yahushua gave up his life. His whole cause was to do the will of his Father, man. All right? And we have to pattern ourselves with that mindset, man.
Because real fast, in the law, basically you couldn't. Basically, if you just got married, you couldn't go to war, right? The reason being because you're going to be thinking about that damn woman, man. You know, you're going to be excited for that woman. So that's why it's like, hey man, show yourselves, man. You gotta take that shit off and get with this woman, you know, because this is the only way you're gonna be saved. Other than that, everything else out there is a death. And you're gonna die, man. And you're gonna be sorry, man. Your tears is not gonna save you. No matter how much you pray, you can fast until the cows come home, all right? But hey, you have to do what's right at the right time.
Finish on verse 2. So we not conformed to the kids.
Right. Romans 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good, that acceptable, and perfect will of the Most High.
Yes, we're supposed to be transformed by the renewing of our mind when we come into this understanding, this knowledge, man. Okay? We realizing that this world is going to be done away with. The concept of street lights and, 9 to 5 and, everything that, you hold dear in this society is going to be done away with, man. All right? And you got to move like that, you know?
God. This is Jude 1 and 3. It says, Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that ye shall earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints.
Yeah, you got to constantly fight, man. Earnestly contend for the faith, man. Okay? That's the mindset that you got to keep. Look, I got to constantly fight. You got to constantly fight. It's going to be one thing after another in this truth, man. All right? In this walk. One thing after another. So you get over one thing, it's another, man. It's another. You might want to break, but you got to look. It's another. Something else coming, man. You know? And ultimately, we got the hour of temptation coming up, man. All right? When they tempt the people with taking that microchip, man. And what you going to do when they start segmenting the population, man, and start marginalizing and figuring out the people that don't want to take the microchip, man, and start putting pressure on them, man. All right? Because you're going to have large pockets of the population taking the microchip, and you're going to be in the midst of them, and you're not going to have it. So that might mean you have to pay more for goods and services because you don't have the microchip. People that have the microchip get discounts, okay?
They ain't gonna pay for shit. The scriptures say what? You ain't gonna be able to buy and sell unless you had the mark. You ain't gonna be no higher. No, it's either gonna you have faith in the Lord or you gonna be with this devil. All lines are being drawn, man. Yep, you know, it's gonna be either or, man. You know, ain't gonna be no baby or no, ain't gonna be no other way. The only ones that's gonna eat without that microchip is the ones that have faith in y'all watching y'all shot. Flat out. Alright? Or whatever. You might have some people that store away goods or whatever the case is, something like that. But other than that, that might get taken away from them, man. Or whatever the case is, man. But at the end of the day, you're not gonna be buying, but there ain't gonna be no doing deals without that microchip. And it's gonna be seclusion, man. It's gonna be segregation basically, man. Of status. You know, and like you were saying earlier, man, basically they gonna get you because look, it's all about that image. You believe in this system, you believe in the structure of this world. Because the minds of these people are not looking to take their kids out of these schools. The minds of these people are fully set on the agenda or whatever the Board of Education, the state legislation, whatever that legislation is set forth, the people are with it. Now, that's why a lot of these schools, you can't come to school unless what? You got a vaccination. All right? So, and then they're going to be like, look, well, if your child you're not taking your child to school, you're not allowing your child to come to school, then they're going to be taking the kids. All right? So there's going to be high segregation, man, to go, and the people, that's why you get somebody get that scripture, love a father, mother more than me, you know, love his brother, love his sister more than me. All right, that's also, you got the one in Revelation 16, love his life, you know. Yup, go ahead.
This is Luke 14:26. It says, if any man come to me and hate not his father and his mother and his wife and his children and his brother and his sister and his own life also,
right? Because what's going to happen is there's going to be sedition among the families. There's going to be separation amongst families. All right, but you're going to have people that love their family more than Yahweh Shem Shai, knowing that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. And that's going to be set to your damnation. So people are going to be willing to go with the emotions of their family members, their mother, their father, their children, their sister, their brother. They're going to be set dead on those emotions. All right? Why? Because they didn't prepare their mind, essentially what it boils down to is election. That's what it all boils down to, man. The Most High Yahweh Shem Shai, if your name is written in the book of life, you're not going to take it. And the Most High is going to put the spirit on you not to take that RFID chip, not to take the mark of the beast. All right? But essentially, that spirit is going to be over. That spirit that's going to be on those individuals, not to take it, is going to be a strong spirit of overcoming, man. All right? That's why you're supposed to fight now. And the ones that are fighting now are gearing their minds for emotional stability. Because if you don't got that emotional stability, you're going to go crazy, you're going to go buck wild, and you're going to look to satisfy your family over pleasing the Lord.
You know, because that's why I compared the truth to like a running back. You got that ball, you running through the whatever, you know, and they got your leg, you fall, you get back up somehow. And then it's like, hey, you know, eventually some men, they give up and they just let go. Like, all right, man, I'm going to
And then
fight.
they fumble the ball.
Right.
They fuck around and fumble. You know? Because in the midst of you making that analogy, in the midst, yeah, you run through the hole, right? But you got to duck and dodge. You know, it's a lot of going through your mind. You got to see defenders coming. But at the same time, you got to brace for impact. And if your mind, you ain't focused, you're going to lose the ball. Right. And in this case, losing the ball is losing salvation. All right? Because that's what it all boils down to. It all boils down to what? Salvation. Being delivered from the turmoil that's coming. Okay? That's what it all boils down to, man. All right? Overcoming the turmoil. Jacob's trouble. I don't know how many brothers read that article, but I just read it about the whole vaccination and everything. They actually mentioned that, man. Jacob's trouble and equated it with the RFID chip. Here it is. You got whoever. They might be Edomites. Whatever. Strung up that article. But then you got Israelites that just can't see it. Which inevitably what? Your leaders sold out, man. Point blank period. You know, somebody got that one, the accuse of our brother. Get that one. Bring what you got. Let this brother get it. Revelation 16. Go ahead.
It's Proverbs 24:10. It says, if thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small.
Yeah, that strength is small, man. Okay? Hey, scriptures, I listen to the scriptures, man. And it said what? Them that are of low degree are vain. And then it said them that are of high degree, right? Basically said are not manipulators, but you know, it's an imitation. Why? Because the power comes from the Lord at the end of the day. So you got people that have high status, people that, you know, even in the truth, well versed in the scriptures, you know. But at the end of the day, that ability was given unto you by the Lord. Okay? So the only way you're going to be able to overcome in these circumstances that's in the near future is the power of the Lord, man. And the power of the Lord starts with his name. And if you got Israelites out there, if anybody told you that the name of the Lord is not known, then they don't know the power of the Lord. There's no way you can overcome Jacob's trouble. In fact, those people, they talk about how ain't going to be no trouble in Jacob's time, which is fucking pure madness, man. Here it is, we're in Babylon the Great. This is Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots. Scriptures call this the pot with the scum being mixed in it, man. But it ain't gonna be, we're not gonna go through no turmoil. We're not gonna go through no trials and tribulations. I'm talking about some detrimental stuff. Life and, perilous time. It's some life and death situations, man. The greatest decisions that you'll ever make in your whole entire life is coming down in the near future. They call that thing the ID 2020, not ID 2025. All right, the new ID for the year 2020, which they already ran trials over there in Bangladesh. Yeah, that's what, because in the article was basically saying that Bill Gates, okay, him and his wife Melinda, they invested $2.5 million into this whole concept, and they've used these people on the other part of the earth as guinea pigs. And I got news for you. A lot of those people in Bangladesh are Israelites. A lot of those people in Bangladesh are Israelites, man. All right? So basically, you know, Jacob's trouble already happened. Why do you think there's all kind of uprisings, all right, all throughout the world? Okay? There's all kind of uprisings throughout the four winds of the earth to bring forth mass confusion. Okay? To what? To where they're gonna bring in that what you call it, the order ad chaos, man. You know, speak.
Yeah. You know, like the scriptures say, the scriptures talk about when you shall see earthquakes and uproars of the people, then shall ye know, man. Those, like I said, go back
right.
to key indicators, man, in the scriptures, man.
Somebody get that. Second Ezra was that 9th chapter, measure out the time diligently, and then go into that because it says what it tells you what you're supposed to be looking for. Why? Because what's Habakkuk 2:12 say? Somebody get that. Where it says, though it carry weight, at the end it's going to speak and not lie. So what is the key? What is the thing that's speaking? It's the prophecy. Yeah. And what is the thing? What is the prophecy saying? Because everybody could talk about all these things that ever happened in the time past, but what is the key indicators at this time?
Yeah, the prophecies are speaking, and it's basically saying that the kingdom of heaven is at hand, man. All right, and the kingdom of heaven is through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. All right.
It's Revelation 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world.
And that word world is ointment. It's going to come upon all the earth, man. The hour of temptation. All the inhabitants of the earth are going to be tempted in that hour, man. All right. And for keeping the patience, the Lord is going to keep his men from the hour of temptation. The Lord is going to put a spirit on a man to overcome, man. His elect is going to get that spirit, man.
Well, you know what else, too? That the sergeant made me think of it, too, and what you said, too. If there's no such thing as Jacob's trouble, and there's no kind of trouble in America, then that means that there's no such thing as salvation. Salvation doesn't exist if there's nothing to be saved from.
He tried them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah, this is a trial, man. This is a trial that's coming, man. Like the Lord have always tried, you know, people through the various generations, man, trying certain individuals, man. The prophet Daniel, he was tried back on the time of the Babylonian king, man. All right? Because you would have everyone that would bow down to the cornet at a specific time and bow down and worship the gods of the Babylonians, man. That was a trial, man. It's nothing new under the sun. All right?
Second Ezra chapter 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
See, when you see these signs, you should understand that we're in a time where the Heavenly Father is about to visit the earth. Okay?
Well, because the brother said, the scripture said, measure the time diligently, right? So whenever you measuring, say if you cutting a 2x4, you got your, you got to measure 24 inches or whatnot, right? You're preparing that piece of wood to be, whatever you're gonna use it for. So that's why it's like measure, right? So you're preparing your mind for the things that's getting ready to come. Read that again. It says measure the time diligently.
It says, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time.
That's why the scripture is known as a map. So when you're basically measuring that map, right, and you see that map, it's just like, hey, this is real. This is you know what's coming next because you read the map. You got the map in your head. All right.
You have the direction. You know what's coming. Man.
Yeah, you got the direction.
Going back to Isaiah 42, where it said, before they spring up, I tell you of them. The Lord told us the signs to look for. All right. We see the signs that the Lord said is coming. So we're declaring that we're in those times, man. While you have these other Israelite groups out here, they're doing summits and all types of things, not realizing that they're in those times, man. All right?
It says, it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, see, the Lord's getting ready to visit this world which he made, man. All right? And he's about to take the current rulers out of rulership, man. When he visits them, man. When he visits the earth.
Okay.
Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
From the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, when ye shall see earthquakes and uproars of the people, man. All right, and these uproars of the people, they're only going to intensify as the people become poor and poor. All right?
If you look at it, I know brothers been paying attention to China, London, Paris, all of that shit. This stuff is, is getting heightened. All right? So you see this stuff is, hey, I know there's some guys out there like, oh, you always saying this and this and that, but hey, man, now it's bigger than ever.
Yeah, year after year, it intensifies, man. All right? There was wildfires last year. You got wildfires this year, man.
Shit.
All right, Dallas just got jacked up. You got these more uproars than you had last year, man.
And this is, and if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but if I'm on one of those recordings during basically the riots in China, Hong Kong, Slovakia, all right, they were saying this is coming to America. They said that, man. Lord will, I'll throw it up on my channel. But yeah, they said this is coming to America, man.
It is coming to America because as the governments, these different governments, state governments, okay, federal governments, local governments, as they start to get squeezed, they're going to ask more taxes out of people. Okay, people are going to be losing their jobs because businesses are not going to be able to thrive. All right, and the government's going to get more totalitarian. They're going to kill more niggas. Okay, there's going to be more world star hip hop footage, niggas getting killed. Okay, they're gonna kill the wrong nigga and it's gonna trigger something, man.
They gotta kill, because Jake, if you look at it, Jake is just getting numb to the fact that niggas is dying and these cops are just getting off.
Yep.
So they just like, oh man,
and they just watch the video and nothing happens, man.
And they just killing us, and Jake is like, man, this is wicked. They know what's going on, but they ain't rising up. They ain't doing shit about it.
And yet they refuse to pray to the Heavenly Father, man. They refuse to seek the Lord, man.
Salak. Get Matthew 15:24. Salak. Feed the brother. Because he asked a lot of questions. He asked a good question. You know, get Matthew 15:4. Matthew 1:21. Acts 5:30. Tell him who the Lord came for. You know, through the Spirit.
Matthew 15:4.
No, 24, right? 20,
15 and 24. It says, but he answered and said, I am not sent, but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Here we go. We're talking about a lot of people, you know, they have a misconception who the Lord is speaking to, who the Lord was sent to. You know, the scriptures clearly tell you that the Lord was sent to Israel. All right, yeah, 10, 5, and 6. Yep. Go get the other one. Or another one. That's purple. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Matthew 1 and 21.
Right, this is when he was born. This is when the angel came to Mary, right, and told her what was going on in her womb. Go ahead.
It says, and she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus.
Which verbatim, right? The outside, you know. Go
It
ahead.
says, for he shall save his people from their sins.
His people. Who's his people? Hebrews 7:14.
Hebrews 7 verse 14. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning priesthood.
Yeah, that's why Lord, he was a Judite on the tribe. He was a Hebrew Israelite on the tribe of Judah. So when the scripture says what? That he came for his people to die for their sins, it's talking about the children of Israel, the nationality of people.
It's Jeremiah 14:2. It says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
But we talking about that. Yeah, we talking about it. Yeah, we talking about it. Israelites are so-called black. YouTubers. Yeah, YouTube. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, this
Go ahead.
is Acts 5 and 29. It says, then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. The Most High, the power of our fathers, raised up Yahushua, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. Him hath Yahweh exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins.
That's right. That's right. The other one, Acts 5 and 30. Oh, that's Salak. Salak. Yep.
Yeah, Acts 4 and 12. Yeah, it says Acts 4 and 12, 4 and 11. Sorry, 10. Acts 4, yeah. Acts 4 and 9, it says, okay, Acts 4 and 10, it says, be it known unto you all and to all people of Israel that by the name of Yahushua HaMashiach of Nazareth.
Oh, it said all the people of Israel. All right?
Yep.
That Yahushua of Nazareth. Go ahead.
It says, whom ye crucified, whom the Most High raised from the dead, even by him doth this man stand here before you whole. This is the stone which was set at naught of you builders, which has become the head of the corner. Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved.
That's it. Who was he talking to? That was an actual big council that happened, all right, with the children of Israel. You had the high priests on the scene, you had the Sadducees on the scene, all right, the Sanhedrin. You know, the top political officers or top political figures of Israel. And they didn't say, look, we're going to search out everybody else and teach everybody else the truth, all right? It was said to who? The children of Israel. And then a lot of people, they get it misconstrued, like Paul was the only one sent to the Gentiles. But we know that they were Israelite foreigners, and that's what me and Jake was talking about. He asked some good questions, you know. But the Israelite foreigners, first of all, Peter went to the Gentiles as well. All right, and it was well known that Peter was sent to who? The Israelites. So if he said he went to the Gentiles, and we know Peter was the head of the church, and he went to the Israelites, then who were those Gentiles? You know? Right.
That's an example of one in Cornelius.
Right. Yeah, that was it. With that was Philip, if I'm not mistaken. Philip dealt with the Ethiopian eunuch. But Cornelius, that was the beginning, man. Why? Because the Most High deals with order, man. All right, so he had Peter deal with the Gentiles first. All right, remember, because there was even a big ordeal about that. Why? But Cornelius was an Israelite, man. Okay? Just like you got Israelites that are calling themselves different nations to this day. Okay? Why? Because that's a part of the curses. You know? And hey, and what proves it too? Because they're catching the hell. That's why I said earlier, Jacob's trouble is already happening. All right? Over there, you know, in the Middle East.
Yeah, you got Israelites.
You got Israelites over there. You got Israelites over there in Egypt. Okay? You got Israelites in all the different countries out in the world, man. All right? So the thing is already happened. It's just the main showdown is America.
And these nations know that these people are different than us, so that they treat them like shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think in India you have a group called the Untouchables. They look just like Jacob.
Yeah. We look at them documentaries on YouTube. It says that they got there on Arab slave boats. What? During the transatlantic slave trade. You know, there was all kind of mix and match. Then you got the prior to that, the trans-Saharan slave trade, man.
And you got Israelites in Saudi Arabia, Qatar.
Right.
You know,
Well, don't be surprised. Them main imams and the top Muslim leaders. Bet you they jig, man. Almost guarantee that they jig. Because what? Our people have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. So it falls for the same thing. That's how we know. And that's what I was telling Jake right there. He said, how do we know? Which was a good question. Being that it was something carnal back then, how do we know now? Because it's all spiritual, man. You know? Come on.
Acts 26, verse 6. And now I stand and am judged for the hope of the promise made of the Most High unto our fathers, unto which promise our 12 tribes, instantly serving the Most High day and night, hope to come.
We got Hebrews?
Acts.
Beautiful. You see? You want to expound on it?
Yeah, well, that's Paul, and he's on trial right there for preaching what he calls the ministry of reconciliation in Corinthians. And basically, he's on trial and he's expounding upon to Agrippa why he's on trial.
Right.
And he's saying, look, I'm on trial because I'm telling my people about the promise and the hope to come by the death of Yahweh Shai.
Right, and remember, why did he get locked up? Because it's essentially, they grabbed him up for putting, they said, because this man teaches men everywhere, right? And he said that he had Greeks in the temple. So who were those Greeks? Who were those Gentiles in the temple that they locked Paul up for? If he's sitting there right there after he got locked up telling you who he was teaching. That's common sense, man.
those Greeks were Israelites. They were the sons and daughters of Israelites that turned from the Heavenly Father, all right, to become uncircumcised back in the time of Antiochus Epiphanes. You know, back in the time of the persecutions by the Greeks.
Yeah, not just because that was a long segment, man. Antiochus Epiphanes, that was just a small segment of the history. That's why I brought out that information in the 3rd Maccabees. That was Ptolemy. You know, you got different portions of the history where our people being conformed to the Greekish lifestyle, man. You know, you got Salaki, but also too, you go back to the time of Hosea with the northern tribe. Hosea 8:8, Hosea 9:17. Okay? When Israel is swallowed up, now it's become a vessel unto the Gentiles. You see? That was 1,500 years prior, man. So our people been in that mind frame, man. Been in the mind frame of the other nations and looking like you got Israelites whose forefathers look like other nations for a long time now, man. Not just as of late. You know? Have kept certain traditions for centuries. And they were Israelites. Not all Israelites left where the country they came from and will return to Jerusalem for the high holy days. You had Israelites that were just full-fledged, like, man, I ain't with that. You think Timothy was the only son? But Timothy's father was what? A Greek. Now what about Timothy's brothers? And then what about their sons? You know? What if Timothy's father had a brother that had sons? Where they at? You know?
There's a rich history behind it.
Yeah, man.
But that's part of the curses too, man, because the Lord said he would scatter us amongst all the nations.
Exactly.
You know, going back to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter.
Yeah. And it was constantly repeated throughout the prophets. Isaiah spoke of it. Ezekiel spoke of it. Yup.
Amos.
It's all throughout the scriptures, man. And that's why when you get to the New Testament, I remember the big bro Anwar Gabar said a while back, he said, look, throughout the whole thing, he's telling you it's about Israel, Israel, Israel. Don't you think don't you get the picture by the New Testament? You know? By the New Testament, you should know. When it says all men everywhere, every nation, kindred, and tongue, it's talking about Israelites. It's been explained already. For thousands of years already. We gotta keep saying it. And it's still in there. Come on, y'all got it.
Acts 11, verse 19. Yeah. Now when they were scattered abroad upon the persecution that arose about Stephen, traveled as far as Phoenicia and Cyprus and Antioch, preaching the word to none, but unto the Jews only.
Yeah, and wait, Zalaki, I jump back in there. Where those places at? You said, can you read some of the places? You said Antioch, because you had two Antiochs, right? You got Antioch in Syria, and you got Antioch, and if I'm not mistaken, in Rome. Okay, I thought it was somewhere. Somebody look it up real quick, just so we can get it. Because if I'm not mistaken, the other one is in Egypt. You know?
And this is after,
right.
After Peter went to some Cornelius too.
Yeah, exactly.
And Christians like to say that was the beginning of the Gentiles being brought back in. Well, how come after their counseling in the next chapter, they still went to the Jews only, it says?
Right. Hold on, you in Acts 7.
Now it's 11.
Oh, yeah, that's so, yeah. So, I thought you were reading Stephen.
Nah, this is after the persecution.
Okay. I thought you were reading Stephen.
Nah,
I got it mixed up. Read it. So,
yeah,
read it again?
This is Acts 11, verse 19.
Con.
Now when they were scattered abroad upon the persecution that arose about Stephen,
Yeah, see, yup, go ahead. That's why I got it. Yup.
yeah, traveled as far as Phoenicia
Because that was Acts 7 with Stephen.
Yeah.
Yup. Go ahead.
and Cyprus and Antioch, preaching the word to none, but unto the Jews only.
Yeah, unto the Israelites only, man. Flat out. And when it says Jews, it's really talking about the ones that knew that they were Israelites. Because that's what they was commissioned to go to first. Okay? But at the end of the day, the whole, agenda was Israel. All right? Well, and because you know what? It fulfills the prophecy. Because what? The scriptures, I believe that's, I think that's Romans, to the Jews first, then the Gentiles, which matches up with the scriptures. What? He said, the Most High shall save the tents of Judah first, then the northern tribe. So those Gentiles, a lot of those were who? They were northern tribe. There was of the northern tribe as well. Okay? Somebody get it? Google, not Google, go in the blue letter.
I got some.
Yeah.
And this is Acts 2, verse 7. Matter of fact, 6, it says, now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language. And they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, behold, are not all these who speak Galileans? And how hear we every man in his own tongue?
Right, the Galileans were who? They were the men that from Israel, man. Right, but they heard everyone in their own tongue. Go ahead.
Wherein we were born,
Right?
Parthians and Medes and Elamites. In Egypt and in the part of Libya about Cyrene, and strangers of Rome, Jews and proselytes,
There you go.
Greeks and Arabians. We do hear them speak in our own tongues the wonderful works of God.
You know that Yahweh Shai told him when he departed, man. Okay? Go ahead. Oh, Turkey? Okay. God. Well, shit, no. You got blue letter? No, go to blue letter. Blue letter gonna tell you all of the ones. Should. Go ahead. Somebody got it.
Romans 11, verse 7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
That's right. That's it. All right? It's all about Israel, man. Okay? And first and foremost the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay? That's the only ones that's truly going to get it, man. So whether you know you're an Israelite or not, it really doesn't matter. Okay, that's the beginning stages. But it's about what? The sealing of the knowledge. All right? That's what it boils down to. Whether or not you seal with the perfect understanding.
But this truth is not for everybody. You know? That's why the Lord, he basically hid this truth to people that that he don't like. You know, because a lot of people got the misconception that God loves everybody.
Right. Right. Well, I'll say this too. You gotta keep in mind, like the scripture says about Jacob and Esau, is before that they were even born. Just like Jeremiah was chosen before the womb. Paul said it too. You know, I forget what the scripture is exactly, but he even said the same thing. He said that the Most High guided him from his womb, from when he was in his mother's womb. So it's not necessarily about the Most High like him or not. You just wasn't chosen. This is the Most High's game. You know? You got something up there.
Oh, no, that's cool.
Come.
This is Revelation 7:1. It says, and after these things I saw.
Salakia, the GMS Dallas in class. Testimony, prophesying before I knew about the prophets. What a coincidence. You know? Right. Salakia, go ahead, bro.
It says, and after these things, Revelation 7:1, and after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their forehead.
And that's talking about the 144,000, which is an elite class. Now, what I was thinking about, it's crazy before I started talking to Jacob there, he was talking about how the different Israelites are going through the persecution and everything, right? Where you have different Israelites that are over there in these different countries, right? That resist, don't take the RFID chip, right? They may not know. They only know but so much. They may not have the full understanding of the truth. But guess what? The Most High is going to move certain men, especially that 144,000, all right, to be a safe haven to those men over there. You know? Best believe, man, look, these things are going to happen. Look, we telling you the things right now, like the RFID chip, certain things, but there's going to be greater miracles where the Most High takes certain men, put them in different countries, they start preaching the word of the Lord, and then, you know, you're going to have the Israelites from those different nations and countries and kindreds and tongues believing on what those men are teaching.
And it's not far-fetched because what the Lord did for Daniel, how the Lord moved Habakkuk to give Daniel some food.
Yeah, but that was all symbolic. You know, he brought him food to feed him. All right, because Habakkuk, he said that Habakkuk thought he was cooking for himself. But the Lord said, nah, you ain't cooking for yourself. You basically cooking for Daniel. And he fed him. You know? But and guess what? Just like this knowledge, what? It's just like food. Okay? We cooking up this hot meal, and then the Lord is going to relocate some of us to different countries to where we're going to be teaching the word. And that's why Paul was on it. That's essentially why Paul, and we always bring up why he had that Roman citizenship. Because if he was a regular Jew, so to speak, he'd have been dead already. They'd have locked him up a long time ago, but he kept, what do you call it, appealing. You know? Now when you go to court, what do? You file for an appeal. He kept appealing his case. You know, bringing it to a higher court. You know? Getting motions and shit, you know? Amending the charges.
Because in him being a citizen, the Roman citizenship gave him jurisdiction over any area that he was in.
Right, exactly. He was over a lot of men that was trying to block him up because of that Roman citizenship. So when he flashed that citizenship, it got him to move from country to country to country, and then more men were waking up. See, that RFID chip, man, boy. Yo, see, that's going to be the key indicator, man. All right, because you're going to have Israelites that grew up in a certain fashion, believe in a certain religion, keeping certain customs, right? But then when that chip come around, which is a representation of the image of the beast, the new power structure on earth, you're going to have people that resist that. And the Most High is going to reward a lot of people who do resist that. All right? Let me say this, he's going to reward everybody, man. Well, some going to get their glory now, and then everybody going to get their glory later. In the next world to come. All right?
John 17, verse 20. Neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through their word.
Yeah, through their word. Hey, through their word. That's why the scriptures talk about what? Matthew 10 and 40. It says what? He that believeth on you, believeth on me. And those scriptures also tell you what? That in the book of Obadiah, right? It says what? Somebody get that real quick. It's like 20, verse 20. Because what? It's talking about the saviors of Israel, man. You know?
Yeah, this is Obadiah 1 and 21. It says, matter of fact, I started 20. It says, and the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath, and the captivity of Jerusalem, which is Shepherad, shall possess the cities of the south.
Right, because the scriptures tell you what? I will give you fame in the land and you put to shame. So the places that we were in our captivity, the tables are going to turn. All right, go ahead.
It says, and Savior shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be the Lord's.
Oh, because every government got to get judged. That's why the scripture tell you, Isaiah the 13th chapter, where it says what? Shake the hand, go into the gates of the nobles, man. That's going to happen in every country, man. All right? It's going to be like the scripture said, you know? But we going to be like madmen, sparing none. All right, the men of the Lord, look, y'all going down, the society's going down. All right, your structure's about to go down. All right? The scripture say, when he shall flee from the iron weapon, but the bow of steel shall strike him down, man. Okay? Because what? We're going to pronounce the downfall of this new world order. We're doing it now, but it's going to be on a larger scale, especially when it's really in people's faces, man. In the near future, man.
I got one. This is Ezekiel 7 and 27. It says, the king shall mourn, and the princes shall be clothed with desolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them, and they shall know that I am the Lord.
That's right, and it's going to be known through the men. It's going to be known through the men that kept his word, right? It's going to show forth his power. All right, just like that's what happened with Moses. Remember when Moses, what happened? He left, remember? And then he went to, he met Jethro, and then he got the wives. And remember, that's when he came back, right? Remember, he seen the Lord, and then he came back to Egypt, but then he had that power with him, right? To confound the gods of the Egyptians. All right? So it's the same thing, man. So the Most High is supping with us, just like he supped with Moses and Mount Sinai, to go back to the children of Israel and tell them and to speak about the downfall of that society that's basically persecuting them, man. And that's what the Most High did with Moses in Egypt. All right? And that's why what happened. Moses' staff ate up the snakes to show forth the power of the Lord. Those same form of demonstrations are going to happen all over again, man. Okay?
And all this pressure that's getting ready to bring, that's coming abroad, is going to reveal who's who.
Yeah.
That's why when the apostles, when that whole 9/11 thing happened, basically the spirit hopped on them even more. Where they was like, this is what we believe in, we're going to stand for it, you know? Like Apostle Bar said, he was saying America's going to be destroyed, and that cop, Edomite, started crying, like, why would you say that? You know, the spirit's going to hop on us to do the same thing, man.
That showed that he had a real strong spirit on him at that time. For the cop to start crying like that, he really felt that shit.
And just to expound upon what the brother said too, because you said everybody's going to be known, but more specifically too, you're going to be known and judged by your spirit in that day.
Yeah.
Because right now we're in a time called grace, in which we have mercy right now. So we're supposed to be doing something called spiritually preparing ourselves for this day to come, the day of trouble. And with that being said, that's why it says in 2 Corinthians 16, then it shall be known who are my chosen.
Yeah.
Why? Because the chosen are spiritually preparing themselves right now. And just like you were saying earlier, and I sort of kind of said it But I'm going to say it again. If there's no such thing as Jacob's trouble, then that means the concept, I'm just going to say it, salvation doesn't even exist.
Right.
So who's really getting delivered from America
Right.
if there's no such thing as Jacob's trouble?
What do you need to be saved from? What is the, well, yeah, why do you need a concept of salvation if there's no trouble? Makes no damn sense.
Right, because if you look at the Christian world and they're like, I'm saved, I'm blessed. But you, motherfucker, there's a Edomite that went into your church and shot all you niggas up, man.
Yeah, and not only that, you know, the Christian world is selfish. The Christian world is selfish, is conniving, it's arrogant, super proud. But you know what? The reason I'm saying is because look at the people over in the Middle East that calling themselves Christians, and they getting bombed. They getting jacked all the way up. But the Christian here in America, I'm saved, I'm good. The motherfuckers over there ain't talking about they saved. Them Coptic, them Coptic Christians, you know, over there in Egypt, living underground and shit because they believe in so-called Jesus, which a lot of them are Israelites. I grew up in one of them, man. The whole time I thought he was Puerto Rican and shit, and we got oldies and now I'm Egyptian. I said, oh shit, he look like a Puerto Rican. He loved Boys the Men and shit. He used to sing. You think he was Puerto Rican nigga? I got all these said, nah, I'm Egyptian. I said, oh, he's like, I know Arabic and everything. I said, what the fuck? I grew up this nigga little. You know what I'm saying? But he's an Israelite. That's why I didn't think much of it. He hung with us. You know? But he started breaking down his family history. I didn't Coptic Christians. They catch hell over there in Egypt. So it makes sense. Israelites. You were bugged out, man. But guess what? See? That's the part of the curse. All right? Well, and guess what? Hey, man, somebody get that. Keep bringing my head. Search out Jerusalem with candlesticks. You know? Because that's what's going to happen. We're the candlesticks, man. Okay? We're the light of the world, man. All right? We represent that light of the world. Okay? And this light is going to be shed forth throughout the whole world. Because the scriptures tell you what? That gross darkness comes to the people. All right? And mainly our people, man. Because they don't know who they are. They have no hope. Okay? They're just blind to every fact under the sun.
I don't know if you understand, you had all those jakes, you know, talking about the, the dark-skinned, niggas, whatever you want to call it. They're for Donald Trump. And yet these niggas are so blind to where they want to be for Donald Trump and etc. The whole time, man, it's just they got that veil covering their eyes from Esau.
Yeah, that's a part. That's a part. You should get that.
That gross darkness.
Yeah. Well, not gross darkness. The other one.
The veil.
Yeah, the veil that cover all nations, man. All right, because don't nobody know who they are, man. All right, like we always say, everybody's calling themselves something. In all reality, everybody's calling themselves something Greek. Syrians, Libyans, Indians, Asian terminologies. So how much more the children of Israel, where it was prophesied and said what? Thou shalt continue from thine heritage. Okay?
This is Isaiah 25 verse 7, and he shall destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people.
Yeah, and how is that going to be done? By the men of the Lord going out there and waking up the true children of Israel. And telling the other nations who they are. Okay? And the judgment that's to come to them.
If you don't repent.
Yeah, we're going to go into all nations, man. The scriptures tell you that. But the men of the Lord going to be of all nations, man. Mainly that 144,000, man. All right?
And the veil that is spread over all nations.
Right?
He will swallow up death and victory. And the Lord God will wipe away tears from all the faces and rebuke.
Why? Because they're catching hell. You see? Go ahead.
And rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth, for the Lord have spoken.
That's right, man. There's going to be a lot of joy in the near future as well, man. Okay, we're living in a time where the men of the Lord are going to be prosperous, so to speak. All right, the scriptures talk about over the image of the beast. They have victory over the beast. Okay? Somebody got that candlestick? So Jerusalem candlestick?
Zephaniah.
This is Zephaniah 1 and 12. And it shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leads.
Yeah, man. And the ones that sit on their leads, they basically received this image, man. They received the mark. All right? We did a video. I think I said it was either me and you or me and Monica, man. We did a video a while back about how faith is going to be heightened, man. When we start to see everything coming to pass, just imagine, because we talking about it. All right? Just imagine when we start to see it. It's like that video that Apostle Jahar uploaded. It's like, nigga, what you want to tell us? Like, what can you say right now? How can you not say that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast? How can you say that, man? All right? Just like how the men of the Lord are going to be well known. It's going to be well known who the men of the Lord are in these near days, man. All right? Why? Because of the things, because of the actions that are going to take place through the manifestation of the glory of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's, I just think it's beautiful, man. Just same thing what happened with Lazarus. All right? When Yahushua raised Lazarus from the dead. Why was that such a big deal? Remember, Yahushua, he raised a lot of people from the dead. But Lazarus, why was that so key? Because it was during the time of the Passover. It was during the time of the preparation of the Passover. Meaning what? You had flocks and flocks of Israelites coming into Jerusalem that was able to witness that power. So this power that we possess on a low level is going to be expanded and broadened throughout the four winds of the earth. That's why the internet was created. That's why you got TVs and satellites, you know? Now it's just on your phone, you know? Breaking news. Everybody can get it all over there. Pop up. Breaking news. Oh, shit. They do that now. Or flood watchings. Everybody's phone will go off right now. It's a state of emergency. That's what's going to happen, man.
It's like in Hawaii.
Yeah. That was big shit right there. People
jumping in the sewer.
Yeah, man.
Thinking that the missiles wouldn't kill them if they was in the sewer. They didn't know where to go.
Yeah, but I bet you know people now, they laughing.
Yep. They forgot
At
about
the
it.
luau and shit, roasting a hog and shit.
They probably even forgot about it.
Yeah, they forgot about it. But that was a glimpse of how people are going to react in these last days. When they actually see everything coming to pass, all the prophecies being made manifest.
But the brother said, so he said thousands of people hop on the live stream.
Yeah, no, I see. Gone.
They was all on that.
Yeah,
So you know
crying.
they were watching before, but all of a sudden shit go down. Now you want to, oh, let me see what's going on.
Yeah,
Right.
so you know where to go when you need answers, when you really need answers. You know how to deny it. They deny it until they really need it. Then they know where to go.
Right.
That's why the Lord ain't going to be there.
Right.
I got this. This is Luke 21, verse 15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which shall your adversaries.
None of your adversary, right?
My bad. Let me read it.
Oh, yeah, we were at Matthew 10 up?
Now this is Luke 21. I couldn't find one in Matthew.
Well, somebody go to Matthew 10 and get that. Because that's exactly what's going to happen. Because that makes sense. That's why persecution is necessary. Somebody get that. Matthew 10. No, stay where you at. Go ahead, Al.
Luke 21 and 15. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
That's right.
And that okay. And ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death.
That's right. And that's the point, man, because look, all eyes are going to be on the men that are speaking up against this system. Because everybody else's minds are fully conformed to this way. Everybody else's mind is fully dead set on the new agenda of Esau. But we're the only ones saying, fuck that. Even you got the whistleblowers, you got Alex Jones and all, they're going to eventually be like, look, you know, I know you spoke about it. Yeah.
I'm going to take this check.
It's like, I had to be my family, you know? Got a bunker, still got these pills to buy.
Fall of the Republic.
Yeah.
Versus the new one.
Yeah, man.
We gotta fall. We
Man,
gotta do it, man.
Look, it's going to take a specific type of fortitude, all right, a mental fortitude not to comply with this system, man? Why do you think the men of the Lord are so headstrong and speaking up against it? You know? But you got people playing games. Talking about chips with the dip. This ain't no joke. Now, where your fucking videos now? You know how they say keep that same energy, man.
What's up with the defense of the gospel, man? Because this word is going to stand. When the society is gone, the word is going to stand, man. And
It
we
has
set up
to.
to defend it, man.
It has to. Because everything outside of this truth is set against the truth.
That's right.
So it's going to be full force against this word. That's why the scripture says, not good. That's why the scripture says what? Put on the whole armor of the Lord, man. All right, which is all spiritual, man. That armor is going. That armor is going to really need to be, how would you say, fortified. You know,
Keep your boots tight.
yeah. That feet shot with peace. That shotting is going to have to be real tight. That armor is going to have to be really. That shield really going to have to be held up. You know, that sword going to need to be sharp. Okay?
Let me just, because this is going along right what you just saying. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
You mean what? You want the men of the Lord gonna be ran into corners, man? Chasing. Oh, that's the scripture say that. Somebody get that. When you when that y'all no longer chasing. Yeah. Hell yeah. Because who the teachers? The 144,000. Yeah. Yep. Because essentially we all gonna get chased, but the Lord gonna lift up that standard. That's what's gonna happen, man. Got it?
Isaiah 30 verse 20, and though the Lord give you the bread of adversity
Right.
and the water of affliction, yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
Anymore, man. You know? The men of the Lord gonna be in that corner and bust his fucking way out. You know, basically on some incredible Hulk shit, man. You know? Hey, that's why the bread of adversity and the water of affliction, all has to do what? To get you angrier, man, at the end of the day. You know when you angry, man, you just adrenaline. You just ready to run through shit. You know?
Yeah, well, sometimes anger is a great motivational factor.
Right.
And that's why the scriptures also say the day is coming where there should be a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Who
Yeah.
actually fears the Lord? Only the people that are doing his will.
Only the people that are angry. Scripture say, show your oppression, make it wise and mad. You can tell you, be angry and sin not. The Lord wants you to be angry, man. It keeps that aggression, man. It keeps that fire lit, man. If you ain't angry, that fire ain't lit.
The Lord is going to fashion us to be his weapon.
Yeah.
The scripture say is Jeremiah
51 and 18.
Yeah.
18, 19.
You know, the Lord is going to turn us into our battle, into his battle axe and
Weapons of war, that's right.
We're going to do an Edom according to the Lord's anger, man. So the Lord is going to put his anger on us in that time.
What do you say? He's going to pour his spirit upon us.
That's right. That's right. Somebody get that, but I want that Matthew 10.
This is Matthew 10, verse 22. And ye shall be hated. I'm going to start up.
Go higher. Because he tells him, he gives him a brief. He briefs him. Yahushua basically briefs the disciples on what is going to happen to them, man. So I really want that part. Chapter book for governors, you know. Come on, go to 16 now. Sorry, 16.
Okay. This is Matthew 10, verse 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves.
Right?
Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmful as doves.
Harmless.
Harmless as doves.
Yeah, before, read it again.
Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. But ye therefore, remember, be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves.
That's right, man. And that's how we're going to conduct. We're going to conduct as the innocent. Okay? Because our conscience ain't going to be defiled in that day, man. We're going to know that we really stood for truth. It's going to be fully manifest in our face that we have the truth. All right, go ahead.
But beware of men, for they will deliver you up in the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues.
Right, that's right, man. Meaning what? The places of judgment. Meaning going to be brought to courthouses, man. You know? You're going to be brought to different places where people are going to try to hang you, man. basically. You know? To behead you, make an example out of you. All right, go ahead.
Verse 18. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles.
Right, because what? It's all for what? To show forth the power of the Lord. All right? Yup, go ahead.
But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak.
That's right, man. All right, because it's not going to be our words. At that point in time, ain't going to be no Google. All right? That's why the elder brother Kazak, the internet ain't forever. All right? Ain't going to be no Google. Ain't going to be no Blue Letter. Ain't going to be My Sword app. Ain't going to be none of that. It's going to be all about what did you install, all right, into your mental hard drive, man. Remember we was talking about that yesterday. That's the reason why we have the scriptures now. Get all into the scriptures now as much as possible. Because everything that you download, all you got to do is hear it once. Like remember in the movie The Matrix? You know? I need to learn how to fly a helicopter. And then dude, he would just download the shit. You know? Because they had that database. Yeah, okay, no problem. Teach me martial arts. Yeah, then I know martial arts. I know jiu-jitsu, whatever he said, taekwondo, whatever, right? Then, right? But that's how it's going to be. Why? Because we basically have this database, so you can understand, man. We have this knowledge right here, man. The more and more we, put this in our system, all right? That's what's going to be able to defend us in the last day. Knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of our time, and strength to salvation. That's how we're going to be able to overcome the deeds of the wicked. All right? Come on.
Verse 21. And the brother shall deliver you up, the brother to death.
That's right.
And the father, the child, and the child shall raise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death.
Yeah, so it's going to be vice versa, man. All right? You're going to have some men that's in the truth, and their parents, you're like, yeah, you talking about that Israelite stuff, you know? The child will be delivering the parent, you know?
I'm going to finish it off. And ye...
That's why really, in all reality, this is a solo-dolo thing. You know, in all reality, you got the brotherhood, you got the body, which are very key, important components to this word, to this ministry. Right, but at the end of the day, this is a solo fight. Because you don't know who's going to turn on you in that day. Go ahead.
And ye, verse 22, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
Yeah, there it is. He that endureth to the end, man. Okay? He that kept putting up the fight, man. Yep. All right?
Even though you feel like you want to, you have that voice in your head, you want to give up. Nah, man. The men of the Lord are going to keep fighting, even though it seems like you're not seen, but your legs will be sore. You want to rest or something like that. You're gonna, that spirit of the Lord is gonna have you put that fire up. Like, man, forget that. I'm gonna keep going.
That's why the scriptures say, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you. Because, yeah, we understand through the Spirit you're going to have martyrs too. That may be your end. But that doesn't mean that you truly are going to die, because we understand what death means. If you actually die in this truth, then what? You're going to be one of the first to come back in those chariots. So, at the end of the day, and striving starts right now. That's why we always keep talking about preparation. Because, let's face facts. Where have you ever gotten in life without preparing for it?
Exactly.
You have to prepare for everything. Look at the people that, how people look up to as role models. People like the NFL stars, NBA stars, actors, things like that. I remember back when I was in the world, I was striving to be a little actor here and there. And I took a class, and the dude, he was like, look, it may seem a little corny, it may seem weird, but when no one's home, really go in the mirror and look at yourself, rehearse your lines. So you have to do certain things, taking that same application into this truth right now. That's why when you come out here on the highways and byways, when you do come out, you sort of have certain precepts already in your mind sometimes. You have certain thoughts in your head that you want to speak about. Why? Because throughout the week, you've already, through the Spirit, prepared yourself because you were diving into the Word. You were reading.
You already
were
in the
studying.
Spirit.
Yeah.
You already in the
So
Spirit.
when you come out, it ain't nothing new.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a hell of a point too. Just like in any sport, like why you think basketball players, what the niggas take 1,000 jump shots? They go to the gym and shoot 1,000 times. So this way, when they get into a game and they shoot 20 times, that shit ain't nothing. Or a boxer, they train what, 20 rounds, 30 rounds, or whatever the case is. Why? That makes 12 means nothing. You know?
Like people in track. The ones that are really good at the 200, they train and they run the 400 in practice. And then the ones that are good at the 400, they run a mile in practice. It's called preparation.
Yeah, going to the extended, you know, going to the extent, you know, get to the extreme, you know, going full tilt, man. Yeah, above and beyond. That's right.
Yep, grab this.
Yep.
This is 2 Timothy 4, verse 7. I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto them also that love his appearance.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. It said what? It says, I have finished the course and I have kept the faith. Once again, you got to strive for the truth unto death, and all of that starts right now.
Yeah.
Because one day wit will hide itself.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. The famine of the word. And it said them that love the Most High's appearance. Look, this world don't love the Most High's appearance, man.
Right.
All right. First of all, we talked about it yesterday at the live. How what? The appearance of the Most High, or the glory of the Most High, is known through judgment. All right. So his appearance is going to deal with judgment, man. All right. But our people, what? They love the appearance of trannies. They love the appearance of faggots.
Yeah.
You know. They love the appearance of our people being jacked up on drugs. They love everything that's negative. They love everything. They love the appearance of everything that's contrary to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All right? But we love the appearance of the Heavenly Father, which means what? The glory, the kingdom, the law, statutes, commandments being reenacted on earth. All right? Righteousness, man. Clean water, clean food, clean air. Everything pure. And that's what this world doesn't believe, that one day everything will be pure. Like you ask, especially Christians, will there ever be peace on earth? They're going to tell you no. So how the hell is your Lord and Savior the Prince of Peace? In order to bring peace, there got to be chaos first. They ain't talking about peace in the heavens. There's already peace up here.
And he's all trying to destroy that too.
Right.
And then you ask them, well, is the whole understanding of the Bible on earth? And they're like, ah.
Right.
You're like, why not? Well, I just don't think it exists.
So how's your feet shod with peace? How are you able to put on the whole armor of the Lord? Okay, you gotta have the 100% truth. Why? Because that's gonna keep you stable. And keep your, because that's what it's really talking about. Keep your keep your feet shod with the preparation of peace. It's talking about your mind. Okay? That's where peace lies. It lies in your mind. It lies in your countenance, in your spirit. All right? Not being swayed every which way. You know?
Yep. It's going to say the fool believes every word, man.
Yeah.
You know, so that a lot of this media that's put out there, these people like to just gobble it up, man.
Yeah.
So that's like the thing with Antonio Brown, with Bill Cosby. You know, this whole time these guys they were cool. But then now, all Esau got to do is pay 2 or 3 witnesses to say he raped me or he drugged me. And then now everybody believes it. Like, oh, this guy, he's a piece of shit.
Their own people. And who the main one making the memes and talking all this cash, man? His own people.
Yeah.
So who do you think, if that's Antonio Brown, that's the people of this world, what they gonna do to the men of the Lord? That's gonna be terrible, man. You know? That ain't nothing. Antonio Brown, Cuba Gooding Jr., Bill Cosby, that's small. That's small compared to what's about the persecution and the slander and the lies that's about to come on the men of the Lord.
Well, case in point, look what they did to Yahweh Shai.
Exactly.
When he was on the cross, they smacked him. He was just like, did you see this coming? Like, get yourself off the cross if you can. If you're the son of God, you know?
Yep.
And then they gave him vinegar to drink, you know? And then, there was all types of, like, not only were they what is said in the scriptures, but there was more said, you know, because there was a crowd of them. You know, they all saying all types of messed up things, you know?
Because that was during the time, that was during the preparation of the Passover. And then also too, remember when he healed Lazarus, they was looking to lock up and kill people that knew about what he did. You know? So that thing with Antonio Brown and all these other people, whatever the case is, look, Antonio Brown, they ain't trying to lock up Antonio Brown's grandmother, you know, or anybody that know him, or Bill Cosby's family. They're gonna be banging on our family door, man. You know, if you got kids, you got siblings, your co-workers, where you at? Masked up. They gonna ask questions. Either if you know or you don't know, they gonna smoke your ass. They gonna kill you.
That's spiritual, because if you look, the scriptures say that your children, your parents, they're gonna deliver you up to be put to death, man.
Exactly.
So that's why it's just, you know, it all ties them together.
Right.
So it knows how to apply pressure.
These niggas are weak though. Ain't much to apply to these niggas, man. Take away video games. Take away their blunts.
The women and shit.
Yeah, take away, that too, yeah. They're women, whoever. Like, it's easy. These niggas are simple. Niggas are dumb, man. You know? Case in point, they should have been rioting already. Fluoride in the water, it's all kind of fuckery.
How many niggas got fluoride in pharmaceuticals?
Yeah.
There was a woman that got shot in Texas. She was in her own house. Cop in there. You know, how many times does somebody have to be put to death?
Yeah.
Esau doing just being his
That's why I
wicked
say
self?
you don't need no pressure on a nigga, man.
Yeah, man. Esau.
You know?
Yeah, Esau.
Yeah, that's it. Give him a bogey. Give him a cigarette. And buy him some McDonald's.
We got you on tape.
Yeah.
This is your fingerprint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nigga gave in.
Yeah, yep.
Yup.
I said it, but I'm reading it.
Second Ezra 16, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next great cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
See, upon those that fear the Lord. Because that's what happened during the time of Nero Caesar. Not only Nero Caesar, right? Which I gotta watch that again. I did a video on it a while back. It's good to go back into that history and refresh your memory. Watch the documentaries and things of that nature, right? Remember too, you had was it Augustus? Remember what's his name? Yeah, I think it was
On the top of the tax.
No. I might be getting it mixed up. Who was it, man? Priscilla and Aquila. Remember?
Yeah.
Was that Augustus? They got
Yeah.
expelled from Rome. Why? Because of the persecution of the believers in the Lord. All right. So what do you think? So read that again. 2nd Ezra 16.
2nd Ezra 16, verse 70. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. I'll read the next verse.
Yep.
They shall be like madmen, sparing none,
See?
but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord.
See? You see it? So believing in his word is not a light thing. All right? And the Christian world ain't teaching this. So we know you ain't got the truth. Because all you teach is love, love, love. Who wants to persecute and kill a person that constantly teaches love? And you're willing to trim your ways to seek that love. As the scriptures tell you, man. A lot of you Christians are going to be advocating the horrifying shit. Out of the name of, to step in the name of love. You're going to get marked in the name of love.
You put in the concentration.
In the name of love. R. Kelly should do a remix. Chips in the name of
I
love.
want to make a point too.
Yep.
That you talked about earlier. You was talking about appearance and how our people love the appearance of this world. You know, the scriptures talk about that. It calls it the image of the beast.
Exactly.
Right? And the point I wanted to make is the fact people, specifically these other camps, they act like we're only saying those that take the mark of the beast, the microchip is going to be destroyed, and that's not what we're saying. We're just telling you that the mark is the microchip, but we're also saying, even if you don't take the mark, if you're someone that worships the image of the beast, you're still going to be destroyed. That's all we're saying too. But you made me think about that because you brought up the appearance of this world. And now people do love the appearance of this world.
Yep.
They don't mind that there's actually concrete on the ground and that's messing up your fucking spine because you can't walk straight, things
Forget
like
about
that.
it.
They're fine with sitting their 9-to-5 jobs, looking at a computer screen, fucking up their retina. Nothing like that. I mean, they don't even think that far. But like
Right.
y'all mentioned, the water, the air, everything like
Sitting
that.
in 9 to 5 traffic,
Yeah.
rush hour. That's like, gotta do it again.
Exactly.
But you got people that literally sit in traffic every day.
And they're fine with that monotonous routine.
Exactly.
Nothing is wrong with it.
Because they're good with being robotic. Like right now, they can cross the street until that shit say
It says
go.
walk, bro. It says walk.
Yeah, but it's all good. Yeah, but cut. Yeah, exactly. So, all in all, that's another circumstance,
Oh,
man.
yeah, they call it they got bald heads and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Right. That's the image.
Yeah,
Bald
I
heads.
thought you said blonde head.
No, bald heads.
Yeah, well, blondes too. That fucking the new bowl cut niggas. Every basketball player, everybody got that shit now.
Yeah, the
That
fake-
fucking
the
dingy
top.
ass man, the bowl cut head ass niggas, man.
And then they use certain shampoos to get that curly hair shit.
Yeah, man.
You know, instead of just
That's feminine, man.
But that's following at the beach, following trends.
Right.
And now people think we're crazy for saying it, but something so simple will get you killed. If you hear the truth and you understand that you're not supposed to be eating pork, you're not supposed to cutting and shaving your beard, you're not supposed to be lining yourself up, balding your head, something that you call quote unquote so simple will get you destroyed. That's all we out here saying. We letting you know about these things that come. Why? Because if we don't tell you, then that means your blood is upon our hands.
And the scripture says what? A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump.
Right.
So it starts off with, let me just line it up a little bit, right? Then it's going to lead to what?
the Lord knows my heart.
Yup.
Yeah, that's the excuse.
Yeah, they're going to justify it. You know, it's going to lead to other, I taste a little pork. You know?
This pork and everything.
It's pork and everything, yeah.
Lord,
This is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
What is he doing on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
We under grace, right?
Yeah.
Nah, they said that.
Yeah. You know? But that's going to lead to what? That chip. Just by you a little bit. It's that little bit, man. That's all it takes. Just a touch. A little bit. You know?
This is 1 Corinthians 5, verse 6. Your glorifying is not good. Know ye not that a little leaven leaveneth the whole lump? Purge out therefore the old leaven, that ye may be a new lump, as ye are unleavened.
And that comes along with that new man. So every day, it's, you're being renewed day by day, man. That's why it's good to constantly stay in the spirit.
Yeah.
Right? Because when that time comes, like the brother said, it's okay to eat a little, I taste, maybe they cook pork on the grill that you eat your chicken on. You order some chicken, they cook it on that grill, but you know that they just cooked pork on it, or they cooked pork on it before. So it's just like, everything got pork in it. So you wind up eating that pork, and it's like, it's those gradual steps, that gradualism.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, oh, the Lord, I had to take the chip so I can eat. You want me to eat, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all of them, it's excuses, man.
Exactly.
It's excuses.
Exactly. And then, that's heavy because when you go into the scriptures, it talks about the law. It said what? That it wasn't about them breaking the law, but more so not them having faith. Yeah, because that's in Romans 9 towards the end. Yeah, if you want to, get it. Fuck it. 9 towards the end. It's like start like the 4th to last verse. Wait 1 second. But another point I wanted to make was that what? That's why when you have in the scriptures, talk about the leprosy, just a little bit makes it unclean. If you got a little bit of mold in your garment, the whole thing is defiled. If you got a little piece of fabric connected with another piece of fabric, the whole thing is defiled. All right? So the Most High does deal with those increments, those very small details. And that's what this world has gotten away from. This world has taught this society, all right? The ideology of this world has gotten people out of the increment, the small details of things that truly matter. Small things lead to big things. That's right, another good word, integrity. Because integrity means what? The whole thing, the integer, a whole number, the whole thing. Not just a piece. 99.9 is not integrity. All right? 100% is integrity, man. That's it. 99.99999 is not integrity.
When we talk about that pressure, right? And then that pressure creates to where people want to cut corners. And that's when you start to lose your integrity.
Yeah, because pressure, what does pressure do? It finds loopholes.
Oh, you what?
Anything, water, air, whatever it is, if there's any little seepage, you know, that pressure is going to expand and just fuck the whole thing up. Because that's what leaven is, you know. When it leavens the lump, the whole bread becomes leaven. Just by that one little leaven. If you ever made unleavened cakes, or you ever made leavened cakes, or leavened bread, it just takes a little bit. All right? Come on, you got that? Come on. Yeah.
Romans 9 and 30, it says, what shall we say then that the Gentiles which follow not after the righteousness have obtained to the righteousness, even the righteousness which is of faith? But Israel, which followed after the law of righteousness, have not attained to the law of righteousness. Wherefore, because they saw it not by faith, but as it were by the works of the law.
See? It was all because it was originally all about faith in the first place, man. See? Because they did things not thinking that the Most High would still be with them, regardless of the scenario. They did it in the sight and the eyes of men. All right? And that's how people want to think. See, that's another key indicator, man. Because look, a lot of people, because the scriptures tell you what, I've never seen the righteous begging for bread. So in their mind, they're like, okay, if I don't take the chip, that means I'm not going to eat. That means I'm not a man of the Lord. But that's ass backwards. See, the Most High.
The scriptures also say that man shall not live off of bread alone, but every word of the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
The word of the Heavenly Father entails you to have faith.
God. That's right. That's right.
Some more here. It says, for they stumble at that stumbling stone, as it is written, behold, I lay in Zion a stumbling stone and rock of offense, and whosoever believeth on him shall not be ashamed.
Yeah, that stumbling stone, that rock of offense is our shop, man.
Yeah, a lot of people want to get offended by the near days of the way the men of the Lord truly conduct. You know? Why? Because we're walking at the image of Yahweh by Shah. We're walking at that after that image. And it's funny, Salaki, it's funny because when you deal with the concept of what was their name? Adam and Eve, right? When you deal, remember, there was an image that was given unto Adam that he was supposed to follow after. But the image, when he got out of that image, he became what? Naked. Now this world, they believe that nakedness is righteousness. That concept of nakedness, they weren't truly naked. They just were exposed. You see? That exposure, the people of this society is with that form of exposure. But see, that image that was declared unto Adam, that's what we're after. Okay? Which is what? Through the knowledge of the tree of life, man. Okay? Which essentially is these scriptures. The volume of the book. Okay? Because the reason why Eve was all into, she wanted to get into the knowledge of good and evil, it was to satisfy her goddamn flesh. Right? It was to satisfy her undesired, her desires, her needs, essentially. You know? See, going after the flesh. That's what it all boiled down to, man. But the image that was given unto us is all about faith, man. Okay?
What is it? Curiosity killed the
Cat, that's right. And that's what's going to happen.
Yep.
People going to become curious. And that curiosity going to get them jacked up in these last days, man. You know?
Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. It says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times.
Right.
And strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Right. The knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability, but that word stability, we know it to be I'm a one, which is what? Faith. Okay? That's what it all boils down to, man. That's why it was so beautiful, you know. You watch the apostles and the elders back on 34th and 7th, especially going back, earlier in times past. They would go back and forth with certain individuals, and they come up, debate them with the scriptures, and they'd be like, why you believe this, you believe that, and they would go to the scriptures and actually have some big ass debate. There'd be a lot of feuds brothers seen it, one way, shape, or another, right? But when vocab came up, what was the main thing Apostle Tahar kept saying? It's about faith. So you believe what you believe, we believe what we believe. It's about faith. And at the end, that's when you're going to see what is true. What other camp, okay, what other fraction of Israelites is really pushing that hard on faith? Everybody else, a lot of, I won't say everybody, but majority of Israel is about their own skill, if you will. I know more than you. We can go to that scripture, we go to that scripture. That's how it was spiritual when the apostle said, yo, look, don't deal with Adam. That's the spirit. Because it's about faith. Obviously, some men don't have faith. Scriptures tell you that.
All men have not faith.
That's right. Because scriptures tell you those are unreasonable, man. They're unreasonable.
Unreasonable men.
Yeah.
That's why he actually said that we pray that this word have its free course.
Yeah. Because you got people that want to hinder the word.
Yeah, because the scriptures also talk about convincing the gangster.
Yeah.
When you really think about it, if you're really striving to convince somebody and it really does happen because the Lord gave him that increase, and that means that gangster was someone that was already given the gift of faith anyway.
Right. Not you conveyed a mind that it was impossible for the Most High blinded you. Can a leopard change his spots? Who? What the scripture say? Who can make clean what the Most High made unclean? So there's no way we can dash him with the word of the Lord and anoint them with the oil.
Using eloquent speech.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden they get it. Ooh, I got it. Like the brother said, if they got it, that means that the seed was already planted. All right? Like, come on, a couple more. We've been out, y'all been out here longer. All together, we've been out here for a while. Come on.
1 Corinthians 3, verse 5. Go to 6. I have planted, Apollo watered, but the Most High gave the increase. So then, neither is he that planteth anything, neither is he that watereth, but the Most High that giveth the increase.
Right. That's it.
Yep. So you can have a seed, you can plant the seed, this brother can water the seed, but it's the Most High that makes that seed grow for real.
Oh yeah, that's why also Paul said what he talked about how through the because of his abundance of what he say? He didn't use the word revelations, I don't think, but he said there was given to him a thorn in the flesh.
Right.
Yeah, basically because of all the knowledge the Lord gave him, that whatever that physical infirmity was, to keep him in a humble state. Because sometimes when you do gain certain, the scriptures say knowledge puffeth up.
Right.
So sometimes you get that knowledge and you start going out here and you saying certain things, people are coming in or they watching your videos or whatever, now you start feeling some kind of way.
It brings a certain pride.
Yeah, exactly. And the Lord will sometimes, he'll put that thorn in your flesh to make you realize, listen, son,
Still in the flesh.
Yeah, I'm still in the flesh.
Yup, you still in the chains of you still in the chains of darkness, homie.
Real fast.
Yep.
This is Ecclesiasticus 38, verse 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him, for he used which ye may have for him. For the Lord hath created him. For of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. Right here, there we go. The skill of the physician shall lift up his head, and in the sight of great men he shall be an admiration. You know? So that's what, because this is
We're physicians.
Yeah, when you're good at something, you're gonna be like, yeah, I fucking know. You're gonna have a certain pump to your skill.
Yeah, but then when you go further on, it tells you that only by the Most High cometh healing. It's not really that physician.
Yeah.
Because essentially we're physicians using this word to heal the sick and the lame. But then you brought certain men in the truth. You might have built up men in the faith and all that, right? But guess what? It wasn't because of you. It was the word of the Lord that was on you.
Exactly. And like you said, it was already inside of that person.
Right.
And I heard you say it a while ago, and I kept that definition in my head, because a physician is someone who, what'd you say? A physician is basically someone that gives you herbs inside of your body to draw out the properties that are already in it to heal itself.
Yeah.
But the word is already inside of us. We're just using the Bible right now to go what's already inside of that person and draw out the faith.
Yeah. That's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. The same elements that are in the word, those elements right, are in you. And it's a marriage. You know, when that marriage happens, it makes you stand up. It makes you alive. You know, it quickens you. You know?
Yeah, the scriptures talk about stirring up your pure minds.
Yep.
By way of
Remembrance, because it was already in you.
Exactly.
That's it.
Purpose of Yahweh Shah.
Yup.
Back 2,000 years ago. And then the apostles that came under them, basically put that understanding within them so they can drawn out in the latter days.
Yeah.
So that's why it's about the elect.
Follow me in a regeneration. That's what Yahweh Shai said.
That's why it's say this. I'm gonna get this. 1 John 2:18. Little children, it is the last time. No, that's not it. Hold on. What did it say? The fathers to the what's that? Fathers to the sons, and the sons to the fathers, something like that.
Oh, you're talking about Elijah the prophet?
Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong scripture. It's all good. I got the wrong scripture.
To my Malachi 4 at the end.
The raise up Elijah, that great prophet.
Yeah, well, that's a good one then. Yeah. Because it was all obviously,
This doesn't be-
you know, who Elijah was. It was that spirit was already within him. And then later on, he came on earth to bring the restoration of Israel, to prepare the way. You know, you got it? Malachi 4 chapter 4.
Yeah, this is Malachi 4:5. It says, "Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. And he shall turn the heart of the father to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers,
The unity.
lest I come and smite the earth with a curse."
Yeah. Plain and simple, man. You know? So the men of the Lord are back on earth to reenact, okay, the fulfillment of the Lord's will that's already been written. Everything that we're going through has already been written in the heavens. We're just acting it all out, so to speak. All right? We're fulfilling it so you can understand. Okay? We'll close on that, man. All right? Call on Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. You know, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalom Labaparian. Peace to the elect, man. Shalom Labaparian. Peace.